That brings us to our next question as to what exactly is a tax treaty. Simply speaking, a tax treaty is just like an agreement that is entered into between two parties. In this case, the two parties are two countries, which governs the taxation of residents or nationals of two sovereign countries. India follows the residence based of taxation, which means that if you are a tax resident of India under the Income Tax Act, your taxation is governed by that fact. Whether or not you are a national of India, it doesn't make a difference, right? But in some country, there may be a nationality based taxation whereby even though for tax purposes you may not be a resident, if you're a national of that country, you have to pay taxes there, right? So in a typical tax treaty, the rights or the taxation, the manner in which the taxation has to work for the residents or the nationals of two countries is given. It is a legally binding agreement. I mean, once you've entered into a treaty with a particular country, you cannot go back on what the terms are there. If you have agreed that you are going to provide capital exemption to a tax resident of Mauritius, unless and until the treaty is amended, you cannot go back and say, we are not going to give you this benefit because I think this is not advantageous to our interest. Treaty terms are a result of negotiation between two governments. Now, this is one of the important points which one should understand. Treaty is not meant to be governing only the tax part. I would say not governing, I would say the consideration behind entering into a tax treaty need not necessarily be tax, right? The terms are negotiated, which means that at some situation, you may actually decide that let's forego taxes because there is something more important which is coming to us. So let's say, for example, if India were in need of a particular technology, right? And they decide that the companies which are going to provide India this technology, we are not going to tax them, even though they might be deriving income from India. In that case, the consideration is not only tax, the consideration is also to get the technology, right? So in such a case, the foreign country where these companies are there may actually negotiate with India that do not levy any kind of withholding tax on payments which are made to this country. And because India wants the technology, it may actually agree to it. So the negotiations might be there, right? Because of which people may agree to terms which may not necessarily be tax correct. And then a revision is always permissible through mutual agreements between the two parties. If India and Mauritius decide that they want to amend the treaty, they can do it through mutual agreements. A treaty can never be amended by a unilateral act of a country. So if India has a treaty with Mauritius, before that can be amended, it has to be agreed by with Mauritius.